All right, we are live. Welcome everybody. Might be wondering why I'm starting with this little probe. You might remember from a few sessions ago. This is my lander that first landed on the moon, and we left it here in orbit, fully fueled. Should be fully fueled. Yeah, just make sure. That would be a bad thing if it wasn't. And it has a probe body, so it's completely operational. What I got are a couple of contracts here. One is, let's close all the ones that are irrelevant. One's to explore the moon, land, plant a flag, all that kind of stuff. There's nobody in this thing, by the way. But the other is to rescue Bartford from the surface. So Bartford is... There he is. He's right here. I'll set him as a target. You can see very close to the South Pole, and I'm hoping that... I don't think communication should be an issue. I think we're just on the near side of the moon. And, which is good too, because I haven't got any kind of relay set up. I do have some contracts to, you can see these orbits. So what I was thinking about was sending some relays out, putting them in these orbits, and then adjusting them to put them into more appropriate orbits. But that'll have to be for the future. So right now, what I think I'm going to do is just put, get down there. So we're going to have to do some time warping. Now, although this thing can get down and pick them up, it certainly is not capable of... let's focus on the moon. It certainly isn't capable of getting them back. So what we're also going to do is we're going to build a vessel that's going to come out here, dock with the lander, and... whoa! Is that... Okay, that just moved. That was really weird. See how it's moving? Is that just me? But, you know, build a vessel to come out here, dock with the lander, and get what's his name? Bartford. And then, okay, I gotta stop here with this. I don't like the way it's moving around, still a little more. Pick him up, get him back to Kerbin, satisfy this contract, and with him on the ground, it should be pretty easy to plant the flag and rescue him. One more time around. I think this is it. This one. What do you think? This one or the next? The moon goes so slow. I'm gonna go with this one. I'll remember the RCS. Yes. I have yet to build that craft that's gonna come down and get them. So we'll do that. And it's also going to be a craft that I want to keep in space. Now that I have a station in low Kerbin orbit, the idea is to kind of make that station the home for that craft so I can keep refueling it and reusing it. That's the idea. I am not doing anything, probably because my engines aren't on. No, they are not. My engine. Oops, missed it. There. Activate engine. Okay. Let's try that again. Whoa. Oh, I don't like that. Let's, I forgot how high the terrain is near the poles. I'm a little bit worried about that because the poles are just sketchy. The poles of any of the bodies is sketchy. Okay, we'll go with that. Hopefully... Should keep an eye on my electricity. Oh, that's good. I'm worried I should have gone one more orbit. I think I should have gone one more orbit. Ah. Where's periapsis at? You know what? I think it'll be cheaper for me, I think, to push up my periapsis and go around one more time than it will be to deal with this plane change, this direction change that we got. I think I should burn up a little bit too. Just watch this. Here, let's put this on so I can real watch. That's okay. So a little bit of an abort on the landing. 9 kilometers, that should be alright, right? I should be okay. I think so. Go around one more time. That's what we'll do. Reorient this. Okay. I was premature with my bringing my... This one should be it, right? Whoa! Okay. I actually spun around one more time. That might have ended up being for the best. That was by mistake. I just... This whole unlimited time warp can be dangerous. But I think it's going to be okay. I just sort of spasmed on the time warp button. Oh well, we'll see how it goes. Let's... Gear. Do I still have that selected as a target here? Nope. Set that as a target. Well, I think it's going to be alright. Let's see. We'll find out. It's not like there's anybody in here. The only life we're risking is the life of the actual thingy. The thingy, that's a word, right? Where are we? Here, we'll watch from here. I don't know, I feel like I'm coming in awful shallow. I think so. Well, we'll keep an eye on it. How far are we? This is my first time landing in this series at a... I gotta watch from here. I'm getting nervous. Put this on terrain. This is the first time landing at a specific target. There we go. Now I can start to see it. And I'll be the first to admit I'm not that good at it. Let's burn westward. And actually even a bit of up. Thankfully this thing does have a lot of delta V on it. So I think what I'll do is just kind of go a little that way. A little westward so I can... I think that feels a little more comfortable. I hope. Okay, well, how far are we? Still feels like it's there. That should be good. That's got to be good. Can I change the view here? That's better. Didn't like this whole being upside down thing. Still need to push it more this way. I can see that. Okay, we're under 40 kilometers from it. Lander is full of snacks. Absolutely. Okay, we're 4 kilometers from the surface. And hopefully it won't be too... This is where I stink at. I don't know. I should have worked out the acceleration of this ship and how long before I have to brake. I don't know. I'm gonna probably overshoot. Let's see. We're a long ways. Let's start. God, it looks like, is it me or is he like in the bottom of a crater? Let's start really slowing down here. full thrust. Yeah, I think I began braking too late. This is, I'm assuming, full thrust limiter. Yep. Yeah, he's... Oh, no, he's not. He's at this side of the crater. I can see that. Except it looks like I'm going probably into the crater. I'm going right over him, so my line is good. I just am overshooting. Ah, I hope he doesn't mind an EVA. Okay, we're coming down. Let's go a little, stay away from this crater ridge here. A lot of altitude. I was worried about the altitude, and that turned out not to be something to really worry about too much. Okay. Going down pretty much straight down. Slow down a little bit. Slow down a lot. Okay. Feeling alright. Just not that close. And kind of dark. There we go. Landing fine. 3 kilometers away. Oh, well. Can I switch to him? Is he close enough for that? No, he's not. Can I switch to him this way? I don't want to fly over there. That'll waste fuel. And switch to. Hopefully we can EVA him over. Oh, hello everyone that have joined. I don't want to miss anybody by just assuming... Okay, there's the craft, but... There's our Bartford. Bartford is a pilot. Good. We need one. Let's put on our lights. And do I have a waypoint for him? He's got to go down into this crater because of how badly I missed here. Let's set that as a target. There it is. Keep an eye on... Actually... No. Let's just go. RCS, go. We'll have to remember to plant a flag. I do have a thing to plant a flag. Let's turn this off target, put it on surface. We gotta get over this ridge. Thank goodness for these EVA packs. Oh, James was reminding me I was still on target velocity. He's absolutely right. But, I switched it there. So I do have a contract here. I don't think EVA is going to be an issue. To plant a flag. So I got to remember to plant a flag. There. Oh, it looks like it's already checked off. I don't know why. Well, that's weird. Okay, whatever. Not the best rescue in the world, but, you know, it's gonna do. Yeah, it looks like the flag was already done. I'm gonna plant a flag anyway. Bartford wants to plant a flag. Oh, you know what I think it might be? I'm just thinking about it. Sorry, let me... With why this contract is checked off. Or why the flag and the land is checked off, but... Here, just sorry. I'm trying to do this and talk at the same time. That's always going to be bad. Okay, where's the hatch? Okay, just get down. Where's that? Anyway, this contract, why landing on the moon and planting flags already checked off, but returning is not? I think this is left over from the first time I landed on the moon with this very lander, because we transferred to another vehicle, and I bet you it didn't give this to me because of the transfer. I didn't return this vehicle. Does it say I have to bring a vessel that landed on the moon back to the surface of Kerbin to achieve this goal? Oh! Oh, okay. Well, that ain't happening with this vessel. I thought I had my design all clever. It should be the Kerbals that matter, not the vessel. Board. There we go. Anyway, he's inside. Oh, I'll have to think about what I'm going to do with that. That is really annoying. Oh, things are bouncing around here. Where is that contract? See this return? If you put it on the note, it says, bring a vessel that landed on the moon back to the surface of Kerbin. That I have not done. Okie doke. Alright, well, whatever. We're gonna take off here. We're gonna head towards the south, which has to be this way. SAS on. Let's throttle up. Let's go, go, go. Pitch over to the south. Gear up. Ooh, this might... No, well, we'll see what happens. I'm just realizing I should be worried about... I think communication should be fine. Let's just keep it like this for now. Because when this thing goes around to the far side of the moon, there, it's 10 kilometers on the apoapsis. When this thing goes around to the far side of the moon, I'm going to lose communication, but I think I'm good to apoapsis. I really got to get some relays out here. I forgot the flag. I have a couple of people there. Yes, I definitely forgot the flag because I got distracted by realizing it doesn't really matter because the contract, it was already checked off, but I should have put on a flag. Oh, you got a pilot? I don't need communication. Thank you, James. I have a pilot now, so if I lose communication, it's not a big deal. Alright, let's finish this off. I think I'm going to keep communication anyway. Well, we'll be able to rescue him, and then I'll figure out what I'm going to do with the whole... Whoop! Just cross the pole there. Just a little bit closer. I think we can still see... Can we see Kerbin? I don't know. Which way? There's Kerbin, so we would have had communication anyway. Let's start pushing up our periapsis here. It's burning just a little bit. There we go. Okay. So, spin this around so it's right side up. I don't know why that matters, but it matters to me. Okay, let's get back then to the Space Center and see if we can build something that can go out and get them. We're going to go into the vehicle assembly building. I'm going to build something new, and I want to build something that's going to stay in space. So I want to build something that looks a little bit spacier, so I'm gonna go with the P reentry module because I think this one is the one that's too crude. I think it can look faster this way. Yes, so that's the too crude one, and we're gonna take off the ablator because this thing will never return. We're going to disable the staging. Can that be done here? Yes, we're going to disable the staging. Force percentage is going to be irrelevant. And I'm going to copy that. Why won't it let me copy? Okay, fine, I'll make another one. That was weird. And again, ablator comes out. Disable staging. Force percentage comes out. And I just want to, this is going to be the core. It's going to have 4 people all told in it, and I want to just build something that, I don't know. Not sure if I'm, how about if I do that one that way? Does that look a little better? We'll see. We'll play around. We'll see what looks right. So let's put on the things that it's going to need. It's going to definitely need some reaction wheels, because there are no reaction wheels in there. It is going to need some solar electricity now. Oh, you can't copy a root part. I don't know if I've ever tried to copy a root part before. So that's a good thing to know. Yeah, I'll do that. Do that. I guess that makes some sort of sense. We'll surround this with 6-way symmetry. Some solar panels. We're going to need some form of communication. Don't need it. Oh, I know what I need too. I need a probe body because this thing's going to fly initially on its own. Put 2 of these on here because the idea is not just to go to the moon. I want to build something that can go to Minmus as well. Maybe stick its head out of Kerbin's SOI. You know, that kind of thing. A probe body. That's what I was thinking about. I do now have the Hex probe body. Now, can it? No, I don't like it there. I think I liked it better. Let's get this. Stick that there. Now I'm gonna put these on here. I hope you don't mind if I get a little fussy with this one because I do want it to kind of look okay. Alright, we'll see. I might get some structural bits. I might get some structural bits to help. I do have this structural bit. And let's put on some fuel and an engine and see kind of what we have here. I want to have about maybe around 2 kilometers per second at delta V. So what's that give me now? 13, so I need a lot more fuel than that. There's nothing like, for looks, do I have, yes, like, are these gonna sit in here? There's nothing like, in my mind, there we go, radio fuel tanks to really give something a, well, stick that there. Let's just, we'll fiddle with it later. Okay, that's getting closer. What if, let's take these off. Oh, the antenna's off for now. I'll deal with that in a bit. All I do is get into the right bulb. Well, maybe 4 of these. We'll fiddle with, oh my gosh. I need more fuel. I think that looks okay. Just need a bit more fuel. Thrust away is fine. These might be a bad idea. Find out soon enough. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Where's the hatch? That's the hatch. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is take the basketballs. Do that. Put this back on 2-way symmetry. I know, the solar panels are behind these fuel tanks. They'll get moved. In fact, why don't we do that right now? Just do this. I was planning on moving them. I was just slapping fuel tanks on just to sort of get the amount of fuel on it right. There we go. Oh, RCS. I'm not going to forget RCS. So they're just thinking, like, what else do I need? What else do I need? Oh, yeah, RCS. Can't forget RCS. So let's not get too carried away just yet, but I am getting probably too into fine tweaking. I don't think that's a terrible looking thing. All right, RCS. What did it do? I don't need a lot. I really like these new small RCS tanks that they've provided for us. They are great. I'm going to stick these right because you can just... 4 of them should do it, I think. That... You know where these would look good? What if I... Nah, I like them where they were. There. Just kind of slide them in a little bit. Whoops. Try that again. Yeah. There we go. And I don't think this is a terrible. It's going to need a docking port. There. And some lights. So we can see where we're going. There. There. Adjust these a little bit. No thruster blocks yet. That's still coming. Yep. Need thruster blocks. I knew someone on the chat would have that. But I'm doing one thing at a time. Okay. Thruster blocks. I also want, for absolutely no purpose whatsoever, will it look... What if I take, like, some struts? No purpose behind those, other than looks. I think it looks better with them. Let's see. And if I put more struts, gotta make sure I don't cover up hatches and things with this. The hatch, that's the hatch, so I gotta be a little careful. More struts this way. I'm gonna move those I'm gonna move there. Oh no, that didn't work. Okay, let's get rid of those for now. I'm gonna take these gone. These, move them that way. These back that way. I told people I was gonna get fiddly with this one. There. And now, struts go back. It's going to go right on top of those cans. Yeah. Nah, it's alright. I'll leave it. That's good. I don't know. Just looks a little more industrial, I think, with the struts. They are not. They're definitely not serving a purpose at all. What texture do we want on this? And this is going to be... I always like the one where you see the little struts there. That. Alright, this is going to be the no, what am I going to call? I'm going to call this the Kerion one. That's what it's going to be called. I think this is an okay thing. Let's put, whoops, these on, just realizing the antennas, sorry, are going through the struts, which I'm sure makes absolutely no difference other than the fact it's bothering me a little bit. But if I just simply twist them a little bit, they're just missing them. There, okay. Back to here. I'm trying to click on the antenna. There it is. And on action group 1, we'll toggle those antennas. I don't think there's a need for anything else. Let's retract those antennas. There we go. Oh, and I still haven't put on thruster blocks, and it's I wanted to get about I have to think about the delta. Let's put on the thruster blocks. I wanted to keep the delta V at 2. I'm at 1858. That's not bad. Put on the center of mass. You want the thruster blocks kind of centered around the center of mass. These little roundy pods make it a little bit. You would want these to be pretty vertical. There we go. And I put 4 more down here-ish. Sure. I'm now down to 768, so I think what I'm going to do, my thrust to weight is fine. So I think what I shall do is simply remove this and stick in one of these cans. Or actually, no, what's a better idea? Better idea. I don't want this to get longer. Let's just take this and just go 6-way symmetry. 6 of those. Where'd I stick those antennas? I'll make sure I'm around the antennas there. 6-way symmetry. Okay, we got some struts going through some things, but oh, it's still 1845. Okay, let's put in another one of these. Trying to avoid that. Now it's 2012. That's good. There we are. Okay. I don't know. I think I'm pretty pleased with this. Which mass I got? 2.5 or 9.5 tons. Let's put it to the test first of all. Is there anybody aboard? I got Jeb and Bill aboard. That'll be good enough. I just want to put it to the test, make sure the RCS works all right. So we're going to launch it. Okay, and we're going to go Alt F12. And I know this says cheats, but to me this is testing. This is simulating. There we go. All right, so what we're going to do, a great test for, well, first of all, like, are the reaction wheels good enough? Yes, they are. Action groups, there goes the antennas. So that all looks fine. But for testing the RCS, what I like to do is simply take SAS. Oops, I'm drifting around a bit. Let's let this settle out. Here, just time warp, stop that. There we go. Is take the SAS off, put RCS on, and just go laterally in some direction. So for instance, do that. And wow, that's not terrible. Getting very little. You can see it's a little bit too strong at the top here, so we can just simply take those. Let's try putting them down to like 90. Here. 90. Again, time warp, get that rotation to stop. RCS again. Go laterally. Oh, see, that was a little bit too much. Now it's too strong on the bottom, so we'll just go back, put this at 95. Oops. Let's pin that. There we go. It's wanting to rotate on its own. There. Okay, and again. And I'm not going for perfection, but now I can tell this is pretty close to balanced. And the reaction wheels on your game are pretty strong, so that's gonna work. Okay, so what did I put those at? 95? 95, okay. Let's skip back to vehicle assembly buildings. Put this at 95. And I see a comment there to put these struts here on 6-way symmetry, and I kind of agree. I'm hoping this won't affect things too much. Thanks, John. Just so that you know, they're between all those tanks. I think that does look better. Okay. And again, Delta V should be... Oh, that made a big difference. 1983. Wow. Well, that's, you know what? That's good enough. That's worth it for looks. Okay. So, now what we need to do is put this thing into orbit. So we're going to take our Kerbals out, because this is going to fly up with nobody in it. What do I have for boosters that I've saved? I don't... Here. This thing has a mass of 9, oh, getting close to 10 tons. Oh, wow, this guy can do it and then some. I don't have a good lifter for... If I look at the... Go by size here, or by mass, that'll probably short them well. It jumps from 8.7 tons to a 20-ton lifter. That is a bit ridiculous, but maybe if I just simply take... What are the first things to disengage here? These guys. What if I just take these off? Oh, I gotta put a fairing around that thing too. That should work. That should work well. Do I got a lot of thrust here on the bottom with just those two? Not really. How much? Okay, so I have to bring this motor into here. Okay, there's lots of thrust on the bottom. Except that... Oh, wait, I'm on... Put it on vacuum. 3,726 meters per second at Delta V. That does not include the whole orbiter Badoo, because I turned the thrust off on that. Let's put that back on. Alright, we got to put a fairing around this. This is not going to work the way it is. So... This is coming off. I'm going to put a fairing around the whole thing. I was just debating, should I put a fairing, just because technically the fairing really just needs to be above, but I'm going to put a fairing around the whole thing. Let's go back to here. What? How am I doing for fairings? I do have a 1.875 meter fairing. Do I have any sort of... This is all 1.25 meter parts, but if I have a structural part... I don't know my structural parts well enough. I think that's 2.5 on the bottom, right? Yeah, definitely. This one? No, that's the little one. Is there a structural part to go from... Is there really no... Oh, maybe under fuel tanks. One of these fellas. Like this one. That's what I'm looking for. We'll take the fuel out of it. And it's now a structural part. What am I thinking about? No, that's not what I'm thinking about. I'm gonna put this on. Don't worry, I'm trying to be, you know, build this up. Oh my gosh. So I can clear all that. Yep. like this. Like that. There we go. So there's our fairing, and then I'm just going to use this structural part to make the transition to the rocket. There we go. That should be all right. Boomity boomity boom. I think that engine needs to be down here for this to work. And I also don't like the way these struts are on the fairing. I don't think that will be a good idea. So we'll put them down here. There's a probe core buried in the middle of all of these tanks. I saw the from John. I saw the comment about the probe core. Okay. And let's check staging here. That should be good. Yep. Then we have the fairing. Yeah, that makes sense. And then this should all happen at the same time. And I'm worried this is going to be wonky in here. If I get a few more struts. You can never have enough struts. Just like that. Just for securing the payload a little bit. That fairing is huge. Let's put it up to 6 sides. There we go. Okay, and what about the look of the fairing? That one? No. No. Yeah, let's just go with that. Okay, okay. Do I still have enough? Take the thrust off of that. That's my little trick. If I take the thrust out of that, then the delta V for this stage isn't counted, so I can look down here at the total. It's a little tight. It's honestly a little tight, but I can cheat a little bit because I got an empty fuel can here. Let's fill it right up. There we go. Okay. Thrust back into that because I'll forget. Alright, time to adjust thrust to weight ratios. So, thrust here is pretty... I think it should be okay. It's only 1.06, but that's only on the last 1,000 meters per second of delta V. That's, you know, so we're in the upper atmosphere. I don't think high thrust is that big a deal. Oh, and I'm on sea level, for goodness sakes. Still not great, but should be okay. But what I need to do though is just dial these ones down just a little bit. A little bit heavy at launch. Let's try 80. Yeah, that looks good. 1.3. That one's the same. I don't know. Yeah, this will be a Kerbin Moon shuttle, is really the idea of it. So nobody should be on it. Nope. And it's going to rendezvous with the station. I'm just doing it a quick look over, but I think it should be okay. He says very, 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 very cautiously. All right. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. If this doesn't make it to orbit, then this is just a test. That's how this works. Okay, so I got a space station up here somewhere. Space station. I do have a contract to expand. Oh, this might actually. Hang on. I do have a contract to expand Kerbin Station. And I got to bring it up to 13 Kerbals. I don't think this will quite do it. Oh, I think it's because right now there's the station itself holds 5. There's 3 on the Kerion ship that's docked with it, so that's 8. This will be 4 more, so it's 12. This is one shy of fulfilling this contract. Oh well, by accident. Oh well, that's okay. Where are we? Here we are. Let's bring it so that the station's above us, and then we'll launch. Alright, so a little bit further. Let's get rid of this. Okay, throttle up and go. We'll see how this goes. Please fly. Please fly for me. The sun is just setting. Alright. Pitching over. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There is a lot of... There. Lock that on prograde. A lot of gimbal action on those rockets at the bottom there. These, what are they? The Kodiaks that are down here. Oh, Bobcats. The Bobcats down there. A lot of gimbling action. Just want to keep that heading right on 90 degrees as best I can. It's pitching over a little bit too quickly. I'm just going to lock it on its current heading. It does seem to want to... I don't want it to flip out on me. I have no idea whether it wants to or not. Okay, that should be good. Let's lock that back on prograde. Good, good, good. The rest of this, it should just ride up on its own. Alright. Yeah, this is... I don't want to jinx anything, but... Hello, is it Jeras? Yeah, Bobcat, it's funny how much, as soon as you start locking these heavier engines, how much easier everything becomes. The ones I think that are those, oh my gosh, what are those really big boosters, liquid fuel boosters? I forgot, I'm momentarily forgetting their names. Staging, there we go. Alright. You know, they're really the 2.5 meter liquid fuel boosters that have engines built in. They're engines and tanks at the same time. Why am I forgetting their names? But they're ridiculous. As far as what they can, at least for me. Oh, there we go. 80 kilometers on the apoapsis. Is it the Kodiak? No, it's not. Those are engines. The ones that are like with the tanks attached to them as well. So not the mainsails. Ah, it'll come to me. Okay, so launching. Oh! I did not put that on. That's okay. Put the lights on. I did not put that on clamshell, so that wasn't pretty. We are going to my space station right now. And then this is going to dock with the space station, and we're going to board it. And then we're going to go rescue somebody from the moon. That's the whole plan. And then this thing, the plan is for it to stay in orbit and be a permanent little shuttle slash vessel for me. We're just doing the final circularization. The mammoth engines, I think that's right. I think those are right. I'm thinking about. You can tell how I don't tend to get very deep into the tech trees. I usually play career mode, get to about halfway through the tech tree, and then KSP comes up with an update, or I have some mod that I really fall in love with, and then I want to start my career all over again. So I'm not very good at finishing careers. I'll try and not repeat history with this one. This ship will come back to Kerbin. We're all good. It's all part of a cunning plan. It's got to get to the station first. Alright, so there we go. That's 80 by 80. And I'm going to lose this booster. It's got a ton of fuel in it, but oh well. Let's lose that. That should be good. Wait for the sunlight. Charge up our batteries. I do like this thing. The twin bores! Yes, I think that's what it is. Oh my gosh. Thinking about the twin bores. That's exactly what I'm thinking about. It seems like once you unlock those, you can lock... And those aren't that big, I know, by some people's standards. But by my standards, they're huge. Okay. Let's do our rendezvous here. Oops. There we go. Not too far. Oh, I'm not really getting that close. Am I? All right. My relative... Oh, I'm 0.3 degrees off. Didn't realize my inclination was off by that much. Oh, well, that's okay. So, 15 minutes to the burn. You know what I really should start doing is putting probe bodies on these boosters so that you can spin them around and burn them back. Even if you're not going to recover them, at least it's a nice way to keep your space clear. Put that on prograde. And what I've learned to do is to keep this on the encounter indicators. I used to always go to map view and watch my encounter from here, but it really actually works really nicely to watch it from here. I'll show you what I mean. Like right now I don't have an encounter, so it just says NA, but as soon as I get close to ending this burn, let's just get closer here. Where's my ship? There it is. As soon as I get close to my encounter starts to come, there will be numbers here. And then I can use this to tweak my encounter as opposed to going to map view, which I really like. Because this is always prettier than map view. So we'll end the burn a smidge early. There we go. Keep that locked on prograde. And then I can look here. I don't think I'm going to get it much closer than this anyway. And I'm watching this intersect distance. More thrust. And we'll tweak this as low as we can just right from here. I think that's as low as it's going to go. It's not very good. Not a very good encounter, I'm sorry. Put that back up. Alright, so let's put this on free, and then we'll 13 minutes to our closest approach to the station. Why 2 in each pod and not 3? I don't know. I thought 4 was a nice number for what this ship will hold, as opposed to... I could have put on the bigger ones, and then this thing could hold 6, and then I would be actually satisfying that contract to expand the station, so that in itself might have made it worthwhile for doing that. Where is my target retrograde? There we are. Oh boy, I'm way off here. I forgot how far off I was. There we go. Burn this way. Bring that closest approach down. Okay, we're under 1 kilometer. There we go. 68 meters now, closest approach. Where is it? There it is, way above us. That's always a sure sign that this is an inclination fix that we're doing on our way in here. Okay, let's start slowing down a bit more. Actually coming in pretty fast. I'm pretty happy with this. I think this will serve us well. All right. Gonna reduce. Okay, let's control from here. There should be one free docking port available. Which kind of is reminding me I probably should think about expanding the station anyway, just to give it more berths. Because this will kill the number of berths that it has. I have no idea. Here. Let's kill speed just a little more. Okay. Where is the... Let's aim the camera at our station here. There's our free berth. So we're going to set that as target. Reset our camera. Control from here. I think I need to push it this way. Yeah, push it a little more this way. There we go. Okay, we'll do this. Oh, what's the orientation of the station here? Okay, it's pointing due north, so I should be able to just go due south and have this all line up right. In theory. And we'll line up this icon, which represents the docking port, this icon, which represents our velocity, and our ship icon. Put those in a line, that means you're going the right direction. You might be crashing into the station, or you might be going too fast, but you're at least going in the right direction. Yeah, I definitely want to put some sort of docking hub on this. I wouldn't say space stations are completely useless in KSP. I say they could be more useful. I'm not disagreeing with that, but I like using them as kind of a base of operations, or a staging a place to stage missions from, where you can collect your vehicles together and refuel them and all of that. That's what I like. I find that useful. The lights are on, right? Yep. Everything's in the dark. I wish the game had more lights. I'm a big fan of more lights. Uh-oh. I think I just muffed that a bit. There we go. Now we're moving in. Big fan of more lights. Like aviation lights and spotlights and everything to kind of light things up a bit. It always looks a lot better. There we go. That's a little bit of a better one than my last one. Wink. Okay, there we are. So we are all docked. What we're gonna do is shut. I didn't realize this is the Kerion, which brought these folks up here. So we're going to transfer over, it's a pilot that's down there. So let's bring over, I just realized something else dumb I did. Oh my gosh. I was sitting on the surface of the moon by the South Pole. I collected 0 science. Absolutely none. 0 science. Why? I don't know. So, okay. So who do we got here? Oh, so Nabo has orbited the moon before. Bob's been on the moon. Kurtop's not been on the moon, so he's... And I guess... Well, I guess we'll send... Okay, so we got to send a pilot, so let's transfer him. Oh my god, I cannot believe I did not grab any science while I was down there. That was silly. And we're going to put... Oh, there's no crew in that part. No, of course not. They're in the hitchhiker can. Transfer Kurtop to here. And we'll bring Nabo with us. Even though she has orbited the moon before. And Bob will stay behind, and then we got a nice, luxurious, empty capsule for our rescuer. I can't remember his name. We're gonna refuel a little bit. I just realized here's the disadvantage of putting all those radial tanks on there, is you end up with all of this kind of nonsense when it comes to transferring resources. Alright, because there's a ton of fuel in the Kerion, so we'll just top everything up. This is going, right? It's not going. Isn't it going? Oh wait, take the liquid fuel. Oh, that was a mistake. Okay, pin that. Okay, out and out. There we go. Now it's going. Liquid fuel and oxidizer. There we go. So now this one is all full. I'm going to bring some extra fuel because I'm hoping I can refill that lander. Bop, 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 bop. Okay. Bop. There we go. I love roundy pods. Yeah, that looks... Oh, let's get so it's in the daylight so we can see it. It's so hard to see stuff at night. Oh, it ain't bad. We'll work on the station. I mean, this ship is as big as the rest of the station is, it looks like, but, you know, one step at a time. Okay, now what we got to do is get ourselves out here to the moon. So we'll set the moon as a target. And this is all very familiar. Moon is everybody's favorite destination. Now, I know I'm still connected to the station while I'm doing this because I have me a suspicion. Let's just... I don't have this up high enough. There we go. I have me a suspicion that I'm not going to be encountering the moon at the right time anyway. So all I'm doing here is getting an idea of... Oh, there we go. That's what I was trying to do. Oh, I had it on 50-second jumps. That's why it was doing that. Because I got a match with this. And this is, by the way, showing you your trajectory. It's predicting what it'll be like by the time you get out there to the moon. So... I want to come in so that this line is parallel to the plane of this orbit that I gotta meet, which it's not. And that way I can avoid having to do a very expensive inclination change. Now, as the moon rotates around, I'm really bad at this. Let's start time warping and seeing what happens. As the moon, I can time warp a lot. Yeah, see, as I time warp, the moon's rotating, but as we go around the sun... Yeah, you can start to see that this orbit is moving away from, you know, where we're going. See how that's happening? So we got to keep going. Thank goodness for this infinite time warp thing. This is now showing itself to be pretty useful. Oh, except this is... No, it's not. That was all in my imagination. Because, of course, the node wasn't moving at all. Let's set this up again. Oh my gosh, what a rockhead. Oh dear. Didn't there used to be a button for going all the way back to your ship in one skip? Okay. No, that's not what I want. I wanted the... Oh my gosh. I think I'm really making a dog's breakfast of what I'm trying to explain here. Okay, we'll set this up again. I might have time warped right past what I was talking about. We'll get this eventually. Okay. So let's again put this so that we are just hitting the moon right on again. I was time warping, but of course my maneuver wasn't moving, so I was just a rocket. So I can see now I've time warped too far. So it's gone past where it went in before. So let's just... I need to go ahead. Let's pop ahead orbits. That's a better plan. No, that's not working either. Okay. We need to go ahead in time about 2 days. Let's just... That's my estimate. So let's time warp. There we go, so we can watch it this way. So we started about day 14. Woo! Okay, that's about day 16. Let's undock. Why am I not getting an undock? Undock. There we go. Back to here. Okay. Let's set up that moon encounter again. Oh my gosh. The tilde key does that? Thank you. Oh, shoot. Well, that was... I hit the tilde key, and of course I hit shift, and what's going to happen? Oh, my lordy lord. Where are we? Are we okay? We didn't crash into the station or anything. Nope, so, I mean... Okay, so yeah, I went to hit the tilde key because I saw that the back tick or tilde key goes back to map view. But I hit shift because I'm a doughhead. Alright, let's try this again. Set this as a target. Add a maneuver. I think I'm impressing nobody today. But that's okay. I'm not here to impress people. Okay. Focus on the moon. There we go. Finally. Get this back. Oh, I'm on little tiny time interval. Move forward. Okay, how did I do? No, it's gotten worse. Oh my golly. Okay. So, I don't think I'm doing a very good job of explaining this. Okay, so I'm going to pop ahead orbits. I think this is the safer way to do this. But what I'm looking for... Every time I pop ahead a orbit, notice how I'm coming in more this way. Let's pop ahead a few orbits. Come back. See, I'm more this way. And what I want is this line to be in line with this. And all my time warping I was doing was really just creating a disaster. Now I'm getting closer. Let's try 3 more orbits. 1, 2, 3. So we're just timing this so that when I get to the moon, now I'm getting very close. Two more orbits. 1, 2. I think this is going to be close enough. So let's see here. Can I reduce? Let's do some final tweaking on this burn. I think I'm going to go with this. I can go now. I can see I should go maybe one more orbit ahead. See what that does. I think it's time to call it. But so this is pretty. This just saves me having to make a big inclination change when I come in towards the moon. That's all this is about. So this burn is 1 day, almost 2 days away. So let's time warp to that. I swear I get myself into more trouble by aggressive time warping than anything else. If I quick saved way back there, I could have gone back. Thank goodness I don't have to worry about life support. Okay, put this on prograde. The easiest planet to land anything on is Minmus, in my humble opinion. Alright, put that on the maneuver node. Ready to start this burn. This is at full, right? Yep. And go. All right, we are on our way, Kerbin. Good one, John. Yeah, I'm not that good at warp. I don't know. Why don't I was asked there, why don't I warp to the next maneuver? I don't know. I should just do that, but I don't. Because I'm used to there's so, the new features that are put in the game, it always takes me months and months, if not years, to start using them on a regular basis. Alright. We are on our way now. From the moon's perspective. there a way to toggle off? There isn't. Should be a way to toggle off these orbits that you're not interested in dealing with right now. Okay, here comes our trajectory here. We just want to Kerschmack the moon is the plan. Of course, we're not going to Kerschmack the moon, but now it's time to set up a correction. So, picking a spot way in the middle here, about there. Okay, now we got to pay attention to which way around is our orbiter going. Our orbiter is coming around this way, so we got to bring our trajectory towards the north. Last thing you want is to have to make a 180-degree plane change. That is most certainly something to avoid. Okay. Periapsis, we can play around with the timing of this, see if we can get it in a slightly more efficient place. Oh, well, that was pretty close to it. Okay. What is this thing? We're set this as a target. It's got an apoapsis of 11, periapsis of 10, so I don't know, 10 point something. Let's see. Well, where's our maneuver? There it is. I can see need to come this way. So this way, yeah. So we'll use some radial to kind of bring it this way. Oh my god, look. Oh no, sorry. I thought the close encounter caters were coming really close to each other, but they were just, it was just the line of sight of it all. That's too much. A little bit up. That's pretty good, I think, for now. We'll tweak that when we get into the moon's SOI. Okay, let's adjust this so we have some solar panel exposure. Here we go. Alright. Warp to maneuver, that's what people are telling me to do, right? Isn't that... I don't even know how to do it. Do you just... No, that puts it ahead of orbit. Oh, I guess warp to there. Get ourselves in the vicinity of the node, but it's not critical to be right on it because the timing of this isn't that important. Put it on here. Okay, start burning. Bring that trajectory up. This is turning into a lot of work to get this guy. Way more work than I anticipated. Cannot see what my periapsis, there it is. I just want to bring that up to about, I don't know, a little over 10. I can't let this. Yeah, that's good. That's good, that's good, that's good. Get ourselves to the moon's SOI. Where is the moon? I think I saw it. Is it lost in the sun there? I thought I saw it. Oh, I don't have my antennas extended. Noticing my communication stinks, so let's extend those antennas. That's better. There's the moon. Am I in the moon's SOI yet? I almost am. There we go. Okay. So now let's set up our rendezvous. This should work. I don't think. I think that looks all pretty good as far as I can tell. I'm going to put a maneuver right here. Give it some retrograde. Okay. And let's see, what does it happen if I start giving it a little more retrograde here? Yeah. You can see how the maneuver nodes are jumping around. So all I got to do is tweak this. Let's see, 26 kilometer separation. Oop, 7 kilometers, I saw that. 0.6 kilometers. I'm not going to get any closer than that. So what's going to end up happening is we'll come in, we'll do the burn, we'll do, I think it'll be one more orbit. I should actually check, let's see. If I keep burning retrograde some more. Oh no, 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 no. I can get it smaller. That's better. Okay. Try this again. There we go. 0.5 kilometer separation. So we're going to come in, do this burn, and we'll do one more orbit, and then we'll meet up with our little lander here and our Kerbal that we're supposed to rescue. So let's get that part done. Go and fall towards the moon here. Alright, get this on retrograde and get ready to do the burn. Put this once again on our closest approach, our rendezvous information. Will give us deets so we can really tweak this down. Right now the separation is not what it's going to end up being. Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay. So as I was saying, this should set up our rendezvous. So we can pick up our... There we go. Now we're getting some intersect information for our next orbit. Just need to bring this down as close as we can. We start reducing throttle. Okay, cut the engine. Still got 7 kilometers separation. Oh, that's making it bigger. Let's put on RCS here. There we go. A few puffs backwards. And I'm just looking down here at my intersect. Oh, that's... Okay, I think that's... That last puff brought it in 577 meters. I think that's very, very nice. Okay, and we'll leave it right where it is. I think it's fine. Oh, we'll go this way. I want to get some nice solar panel exposure again. I'm perpendicular to the galaxy here, the nebula. I guess it's the galaxy. It's the Milky Way, or the KSP version of the Milky Way. Okay, so 51 minutes and 28 seconds, which should be one orbit, and we should be finding our probe. Coming over the pole again. About 3 minutes away. Oh, there's our Kegel 1. That's our lander we're going to rendezvous with. Coming up beside us. Okay, a couple of minutes away. Just see Kerbin there. Okay, we're just coming up to a minute away. I think I should knock off some of this 100 meters per second of delta V difference. Make myself feel a little bit better. That feels better. Get in nice and close. Okay, less than 30 seconds. Let's... I've noticed that as well, James, with Orion and the Pleiades. Haven't really gone through and really dug through trying to find other constellations. It's kind of hard. You don't get the sort of changes in brightness that you get in real life with real constellations, so they're harder to... Oh, whoa, whoa. Let's pay attention here. I don't want to... Let's close this off. All right. Okay. Let's spin around. I wasn't paying much attention here. Aim the camera. Set that as target. Control from here. I'll just eyeball that. That looks about right. I think I need to back up a little bit. And I need to come in here. Why don't we roll this? So, whoa, whoa. Oh, I'm controlling. How am I controlling from a docking control from here? Oh, I think I have the camera aimed. That looked weird. Okay. Let's turn this so that the sky is up. Or that way. That should help with the orient. There we go. And now I can tell I need to come in closer. That way. What is the orientation of this guy? This guy is at about a pitch of -20. So this one should be matching if I put it on a pitch of +20. I think? Oh, I gotta come back. See ya, James. It's great having ya. Waiting to see. Oh, I can tell I have to come this way. I think it's that way. Oh, now I'm starting to see the target icon here. As soon as you see that, things get easier. There we go. Got the prograde vector onto the target icon. So we should be just sliding right in here now. And almost feels like there. Yep, come on. There we go. Okay. RCS off. All right, let's bring Bartford aboard. So transfer crew, transfer crew. And Bartner, he's going to go in there. And while we're here, we're going to fill up this lander. I think this thing has, whoops. This thing should have fuel to spare. The lander doesn't take as much fuel. It doesn't take that much fuel. Okay, boom. Oh, whoa, that did not, that just did that one. Oh, we're out. This tank is out. Silly. Oh, maybe it doesn't have, it should have fuel to spare. Okay, let's go to this one. I hope it has fuel to spare. If not, we'll have to redock right away. Let's see. Let's empty out this one. I just like to leave this lander full. At some point, whoops, I missed the oxidizer. Okay, and the one opposite to it. Do these radial tanks in a balanced way. I'm not convinced I have as much spare fuel as I think I do. And this tank. Alright, so that is that all filled up. Almost. Oh my gosh, it's not quite filled up. Just a little bit more in there. Well, one of these tanks still has fuel in it. There it is. Now they're all filled up. Okay. Let us get out of here. So we are going to again undock, and what I really want to look at, suddenly I'm not, come on, docking port. Docking port. Undock. There we go. Ooh, 161 meters per second of fuel left. That is probably sketchy. Shoot. I think I need to redock this again. Shoot, I thought I'd have enough fuel to hopefully this will redock without an issue. I thought I'd have enough fuel to refill that lander up again. But clearly not. Okay, let's steal all this. Don't need a lot more. Why does sometimes it doesn't want... Very weird. Well, am I time warping? I think I might be. There we go. That's actually... You know... better safe than sorry, I think. Let's steal all it. Let's steal all the lander's fuel. Spent all that time taking the fuel from, but I think it's better to be safe here than to run out of fuel on the way back. We'll have to send something up here to fill up that lander. All right, trying this again. On dock. All right, 700. Yeah, now I got way too much fuel, but that's okay. All right, time to plot our course back. And again, the cheapest route back is going to be when the plane of this orbit, this polar orbit, everything's more fun because we're in a polar orbit, is parallel to the moon's path around Kerbin. So this time we should be able to time warp and actually watch. Yeah, see how we're coming this way? When we're parallel here, that's the time for us to make our getaway. That's pretty good. Okay. We're coming around this way. I think I actually just missed an opportunity for when to do the burn, but that's okay. That. All right. Let's get home. More prograde. Okay. Going the wrong way. I'm just looking at my periapsis with Kerbin. I want to get that. We're going to do some aerobraking. This is going to be fun. And I'm looking at it getting it about 40 just experience in the past. Hopefully life hasn't changed too much since then. But my experience in the past has been about 45 kilometers seems to make a nice aerobraking path. Or a pass. Here, we'll do that. Alright, so there's our burn to get out of here. Get ourselves back. Again, I don't want this to descend to the surface. In fact, I mean, it's fully capable of descending to the surface, but definitely not in any kind of safe way. Oh, we just had a sudden flip there. That's confusing. Okay, put that on prograde. Yeah, we'll just keep it on prograde. Where is Kerbin? There's Kerbin. It always looks funny, I think, that we're going this way to go back to there. I love orbital mechanics. And 4, 3, 2, and 1, and go. All right, taking you home, Bartford. Again, I'm just looking at my periapsis with Kerbin. I want that to be about 45. I think I overcooked it a little bit. Let's do this. Yeah. So just use RCS to back off a little bit. There we go. 45 kilometers on the periapsis. And the idea of this is that we will, leaving the moon, we will pass through Kerbin's atmosphere. We're going to use Kerbin's atmosphere to slow us down. So, this is where things get a little bit sketchy. Oh, I'm still hooked on retrograde here. So like I said, I'm not going to the surface. I'm aiming for Kerbin Station eventually. So I'm going to quick save because I'm nervous. We are 5 hours and 28 minutes from periapsis, so I don't want to over time warp this. Always the Kerbin always comes blasting in so quickly. Yeah, no math on this calculation there, baked beans on toast. This is purely a flying by the seat of my pants type of situation. Alright, here we go. close to the atmosphere. And I've done this in the past, but I've pretty much always used a mod called Trajectories for that. For doing this, to predict what your trajectory is going to be after the aerobraking pass. I should put this on surface now so that we're going through the atmosphere oriented retrograde relative to the atmosphere. I've always used a mod called Trajectories for this. So, whoa, I don't know, this makes me nervous. Do I have my heat gauges on? All gauges enabled. There we go. So we'll keep an eye. Hopefully things will not explode. And hopefully we'll be coming out of the atmosphere on the other side. Here we go. Lots of heat gauges. They look like they're the RCS blocks that are getting really hot. And although I would prefer them not to blow up, it wouldn't be a disaster if they did. Those look like those radial fuel tanks. I can't tell what they are. It looks like all kinds of radial parts are getting hot. But we are bringing down our apoapsis. As long as our apoapsis ends up staying out of the atmosphere, we're all good. I did retract my antennas, John. I didn't say that I did. I have them on an action group. It's dark, so it's hard to see it, but I did retract my antennas. Alright, we are past our periapsis, which means now we're on our way up, which means the worst of this heating should be over, so I think that piece of it is all good. It's just, I think we're going to be fine. There we go. That's what I need. And my apoapsis is still well out of the atmosphere. Yeah, it was only all the radial parts that were getting pretty hot, which I suppose is not too surprising. There we go. We're all fine. Everything's fine. For a first try, there we are, a little scored. Notice how this pod's gone black. Alright, so that for a first pass went okay. What I think I shall do... Whoops, I'm still locked on retrograde there. Back in orbit. There we go. Is I think I'll just go around for a pass. Just leave everything the way it is because my apoapsis didn't come down too terribly far. I think we're safe to go around for pass number 2. Too bad all this, the aerobraking part of this is all happening on the night side. But oh well, what you gonna do? I don't know if you can see my antennas. I did retract them. They had best not have broken off. I'll be angry because there they are. There's one of them. See, they're there and they're retracted. Everything's good. Do I need multivariable or single variable calculus to do calculations by hand? I try to avoid calculus as much as I can, and the little bit of calculus that I have done in my math series was single variable calculus. Okay, this should be fine, so we're just going to time warp right through this. This should not be... But what I really want to do is watch that apoapsis and see how much it comes down. It's still up at 2,000 kilometers. I mean, we should have shed speed the last time, so this should be less scary than the last time. Apoapsis is almost at 1,000 kilometers, so I don't think... I've cut my apoapsis in half, so I don't think I'd want to do this again. There we go. Okay, apoapsis is about 900 kilometers. Oh, I'm still on physicsy time warp there. So I think if I did that again, that'd be a bad idea. But I think I do want to do another... I would love to get my apoapsis down. I don't know, a few hundred kilometers, so I can make my rendezvous with Kerbin Station cheaper. Sorry, what is that on the Baked Beans ass? How does it work in KSP? There are visual aids that abstract away the calculus from the user. I think in KSP everything's just done on the fly. So where the calculus comes into play is to try and predict. You know, once you have the formulas, you don't need the calculus. The calculus is what helps you get the formulas. So if you just want to use formulas, you don't need calculus. Okay, so what we're just gonna do... I'm sorry, I'm gonna quick save. I'm nervous on this part of it. I'm gonna raise my periapsis. I'm gonna shoot for 55 kilometers. And the reason why I'm nervous is because if I don't raise it enough and my apoapsis doesn't come out of the atmosphere on this pass, that means these... Or the atmosphere... sorry. Let's do this and I'll talk later. So, 55 kilometers. There, 55 kilometers on the periapsis. And the reason why I'm nervous is because if I don't come out of the atmosphere on the other side of this, if I don't raise my periapsis enough, then this ship is going down and it's going to end badly. So I just gave myself permission just to do a quick save, so that if this really does go badly, I can go back to that spot. I hope that's alright with everybody. And surface, retrograde vector. Oh, I see John's got the recommendation. I'm just looking at the chat to raise it to 55. There is a lag between the with the chat. So I see always the chat like 20 seconds or so after people have actually made the chat. So John and I are on the same page. Alright, so again, full-time warp. Watching my apoapsis. This needs to stay out of the atmosphere. So our first two passes at 45 kilometers seem to work out well. This is not much heating at all. Yeah, I could have probably been a little more aggressive than that. So it was around 900 kilometers, I think, the apoapsis. And it's going to be about 750 kilometers once we come out of this. So I can do it again, is what I'm going to do. Let's do this ride again. Retrograde, surface vector. Hopefully this will be the last one. Last one knocked off, I don't know, maybe 150, 200 kilometers off the apoapsis. See how much this one knocks off. I'd love to get Bartford down to the surface before this thing's all done. But I'm looking now, I'm getting close to an hour and 50 minutes on this stream. It's all taken much longer than I would have initially anticipated. I guess at least the sun's up now as we do this. Alright. It was about 750. Apoapsis is now around 650. Oh, we can do this again. It's not going to get below 600. So let's say 150 is being knocked. So 6, 3, yeah. We can do at least one more. At least one more. One more quick ride. This just saves you so much fuel. I mean, if you're not going to do the aerobraking trick, then what you're doing is if you're not going to do the aerobraking trick, then what you're doing is you're just going to have to burn at periapsis, and that's like the same burn as what it took you to get out to the moon in the first place. I don't have the fuel for that. Okay, so we're at 615 now on the Apoapsis. Let's see what this one brings us down to. Oh, I'm seeing stop aerobrake. Someone's saying, is there a feeling I'm going one too many? One too many on the aerobrakes? Yeah, as you slow down the drag, yes, I know you'll get, and you also as you do more of your trajectory is also in the atmosphere as you keep doing this. So each time you do it, you do have more of an effect than the last time you did it. But I think it's safe to do one more. We're fine. I think I am ending it with this one though. And a plug for the patron from the Wolf. Thank you. Alright, so let's see. We're at 488 on the Apoapsis now. I do think this is it. It's time to set up our rendezvous. No more passes. No more fooling about. Trying to, why am I having, oh, I'm still locked on the retrograde. There we go. That's for the solar panels. All right, let's think about getting to the station. Oh wait, first of all, sorry, before I can set up this run, I got to push up my periapsis. Get that periapsis up to the same altitude as the station is. Whoa, I overcooked. Time warping, I don't know. There's something about me and time warping. Let's just do this. It's okay. So this is about 120, I think, for the station. That feels like, oh, I did go too far. Didn't realize I didn't realize I had that inclination difference. I should have paid more attention to that. That's okay. Could have fixed that much cheaper and earlier than that. But oh well. Okay, let's won't add them. Let's get to about the halfway point here. Geez, it looks like we're gonna come pretty close to it anyway. Okay, we'll put this onto the positive normal vector. We'll bring this up. I have lots of fuel, so it should be okay. Famous last words there. We'll just do this by eyeball. Just got to bring this periapsis up. I should have fixed this inclination while my orbit was still up very high. Would have been cheaper. And I think it might be, well, what is, it's orbiting at, that's at 100, yeah, there's no way that's right. I'm just going to lower this just a little bit. I think it's overcooked a bit. Actually should be burning that's okay. That should be good. Okay. Let's set up our... Keep leaving it locked on retrograde. There we go. Okay, that's good enough. Just add a maneuver. Let's get this rendezvous over with. So I'm just going to add a little bit here. Oh, why am I not getting any closest approach indicators? I have it set as a target. Oh, come on, really? Okay, let's... I'm kind of curious why this is set as a target, right? Oh, it is not set as a target. Oh my golly. Okay, add a maneuver. Okay, I'm going to give a little bit of retrograde. And then all we're going to do is pop ahead orbits. And I'm just watching this here. That's looking like it's pretty close. Do I need to give more retrograde to get that closer? Yep, there we go. So we're going to have to go around a few times, but it's okay. Oh. There he is. There's the closest approach indicators. .4 kilometer separation. Can I make that smaller? Probably not. Definitely not. Okay, 0.4. It's our relative encounter speed is going to be 200 meters per second. 42. Yeah, I don't have as much fuel in the... I have 42 meters per second for this burn. And our speed at approach is going to be 200, so 242 meters per second is going to be the cost of all this. I'm going to have less than 100 meters per second when this is all done. I thought I had this more in hand than this. Thank goodness I stole all that fuel from the lander. To reevaluate this. I think it's all the finagling to get into these polar orbits. It's really making this not as efficient as, or not as more costly than I think it is, all these polar orbits. Quick saving because I'm paranoid I'm going to time warp right past my maneuver node. Retrograde. That on there. Oh, I can use monoprop too. Yeah, you're right. I still got monopropellant there, so I'm good. I don't think I'm in any kind of danger from the Delta V, but that's a good suggestion there, the beam me up, Mr. Scott, with the using up some of the monoprop. That will get you Delta V. You can also use monopropellant to do your burns, for that matter. Okay, do it at the and just go half throttle here because it's not that much of a burn. Okay. And just going to look at my separation here and finish this off. Use monopropellant. Oh, that overdid it right away. There we go. 372 meters per second, or meters per second, meters at our closest approach. We are going to be rendezvousing with the station in 43 minutes. Let's get her done. Look how much work we're doing for you here, Bartford. I hope you appreciate it. It's the most work I've done to get a Kerbal ever. And I forgot all that science. I didn't collect the science. I can't believe that. I'm still angry about that. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I was thinking about a burn. I'm coming in really fast here. Let's... Coming in fast. Let's burn. Let's do this. Let myself get too close. Okay, we're good. Luckily, this thing has a lot of thrust now that it doesn't have a ton of fuel left in it. Okay. Going to Mars and living off potatoes there. Baked beans on toast. Alright. Let's just keep that on there. Okay. Just wanted to kill off some of this relative velocity with my target. Comes our station. Let's cut throttle again. Let's get this throttle right down, or speed, relative speed down pretty low. Okay, there we go. All right, where is our docking port that we got here? We have this set as a target. Reset the camera. I think we're coming kind of right in on it. I think this is working out pretty well. Let's just turn this around. Should be orienting this way. No? Oh, the station's messed up. Bump. The station should be oriented on the north vector here. Oh, I still have that maneuver. That's why I was messing up with maneuvers at the beginning of all this. So what's that maneuver? There we go. That looks much better. Okay, that should be pretty good. Let's get in here nice and close. Aim the camera at the front here so we can get a good view. Just a few more meters to go. And come on, there we go. We are docked. All right, so there we go. We've almost got, where is he here? We've got 4 people now. Bartford here, we almost got him down to the surface. What we need to do, I mean, we could take him down in this, but then that would leave the rest of these Kerbals up here with no way to get back down to the surface in case of, you know, an emergency. So what we'll do is we'll have to send up another Kerion to go pick up Bartford, bring him back down to the surface. But I think that's going to have to be, now that we've crossed over the 2-hour mark for this stream, that's going to have to be for next week. I also got to think about how am I going to do that contract of getting a ship from the surface of the moon back to Kerbin. I did not design the whole mission around that, so... And we also got a lot of empty vehicles here. So we're going to have to get some fuel up here and get some stuff done. And who knows what else I'll get up to. But I think I'm going to be ending this stream for now. So thank you, everybody, for joining. And we're going to be signing off. And I hope to see everyone again next week.